Good afternoon, everybody. Today, it's been I think about 2 months since we put up a video. Today it's just me. Austin's at work, and I had the day off to get some stuff done around the house. So I figured that it was a good time to put one back up. We are going to start doing videos again, but stick around if you're a long-time subscriber and stuff. I know a lot of you have been asking, are we okay and where we've been. Stick around towards the end of the video, and I'll do my best to try to explain some of the stuff that's been going on. But today we're going to check out Dax, Dear God. This dropped about a week ago, and my buddy texted me and said he really wanted me to check this out and get my opinion on it. So let's check it out. Just starting out, he opened up with saying that he is a believer, but sometimes it gets hard. And myself as a believer, life has a lot of challenges and a lot of rough times, and usually those rough times are consequences for your own mistakes. So I'm curious to see what avenue he takes this. So let's check out.
Dear God, there's a lot of questions that I have about the past, and I don't want to hear it from a human. You made it, so you're the last person that I'm ever gonna ask. Tell me what's real, tell me what's fake. Why is everything about you a debate? What's the point of love? Every time I showed it, I was broken, and it's forced me just to only want to hate. Why is there only one you but multiple religions? Why does every conversation end in a division? Why does everybody want to tell us how to live, but they won't listen to the same damn message that they get? Tell me how to feel.
Ooh. Why does everybody want to tell you how to live, but they're not? Basically, I don't know exactly what I said there, but you're basically not living out God's message. Like especially that happens a lot, is that people want to say, hey, this is how you're supposed to live, this is what you're supposed to do, this is what the Bible says, this is what so-and-so says. But then you look at their life and it doesn't resemble that at all. So it's like, to me, I try not telling people how to live. Like, to me, it's living out through example. And sometimes when I'm living in a way that's not necessarily right, it's definitely, I'm not in a place to be telling people how to live. It's just not. And so that's how, I can see that a lot. I think a lot of people, that's a common thing people have when it comes to, faith or religion or whatever you want to say.
Tell me what's wrong. I tried to call, pick up the phone. I'm on my own. Everybody said you coming back to man. Why the hell is it taking so long? Why do I hurt? Why is there pain? Why does everything good always have to change? Why does everybody try to profit off another man's work and destroy it just for monetary gain? Tell me, are you black or are you white? I don't even really care. I just really want to know what's right. They've been saying one thing, but I've been looking in the book, and it seems like they've been lying for my whole damn life. Tell me where I'm going.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff in this song. And I like that he prefaced with that he is a believer. Like, he does believe in God. It's just life's hard. And so what he's doing in this song, from what I can tell so far, is just asking all the questions that majority of us, whether we are really believers or we're not, have asked in our lifetime. I've been a Christian for most of my life, and I have went through times where I asked every single one of these questions. So it's so far this is really good.
Is it heaven or hell? I just hope this message reads you well. Had a dream that I was walking with the devil. Don't remember how it feels, but I swear that I remember the smell. Looked me right into my eye and told me everything I wanted could be mine if I gave up and decided to sell. But I said I'd rather die than get mine. Now I'm here. No fear, one man with a story to tell. Dear God, where were you when I needed it? When I fucked up and repeated it. When they set the bar and I exceeded it. My life is like a book that they've been judging by a cover, but have never
man, there's a lot, and there's not enough time in this video to go through all that. I think the one that stuck out to me the most was when I told you my dreams, but you didn't respond, so I guess you didn't believe in it. That one has been a challenging question throughout my life. I've been somebody who has really strived to do a lot of different things and be successful in a lot of different things, and I've been a part of things that I thought was God's plan for my life, and they've failed. And so I've had that question being like, I felt that this is where you want me to be, and it turned out to fail. What was that? Maybe that was just me wanting to believe that that's what, or just there's so many avenues you can take off that question. What I've started to realize in my life is that maybe that it's often timing. Like, I owned a film company for 6 years, and I really thought that's what God wanted me to do, but what I'm realizing now where I am is for 6 years that is what God wanted me to do. Now, the dreams that I had from that, those dreams kept me going, but it put me into places where I needed to be, and so God used that time to impact me, to impact people around me, but that time came and passed, and now He has other plans for me. But often too, our dreams and our plans can go astray and fail because of our own personal choices, because of choices we make that there's consequences for. And so it's really easy to blame God. I've done it, and when I have, I think it's only gotten worse. And so this is, oh man, like I said, I can talk about this stuff forever, but let's get back in the song.
I don't want a church, I need people to call a family. I don't want to tell my sins to another sinner just because he's got a room when he went to some academy. I don't want to read it in the book, I want to hear it from you. Don't want to learn it in my school because they hide the truth. Don't want to talk about it to another fucking human being, and that's the only reason that I even step this booth. Dear God, how do I take this darkness and turn it into light? How do I believe in the concept where I speak to a man I've never seen with my own two eyes? How do I know that religion wasn't made just to separate the world and create a from the sky just to keep us in these chains while the rich get richer and the poor pray to you and perpetuate a lie? How do I know this ain't some big joke? How can I have faith when there is no hope? How the hell does one man have $100 billion and we still have people on the street that are broke? There's a lot of things I want to talk about and get off my chest. I can't sleep because the devil won't let me rest. I used to know a fucking pastor in a church and I can still hear the screams of the kids even fucking molest. Dear God.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. Yeah, that's again, just a song full of questions that I think we've all had, and it would take hours and days to break all of it down, but I think it's people are sinful. I mean, we're not perfect. We never will be. The only person that was ever walked this earth that was perfect was Jesus. And unfortunately, we all make mistakes, and some really, really good people sometimes go down a road that makes some very, very bad and horrific decisions. From my perspective, you just got to keep going, keep fighting, keep trusting God, and just try to keep loving people and taking care of people as much as you can. But yeah, this song is wow.
Do you hear me? I'm supposed to fear you, but you ain't said shit. So maybe it's you who actually fears me. I don't know the answer, I just want to see it clearly. So many lies, 1,000 different theories. All I want to know is who really made religion, because I know it wasn't you, but don't nobody believe me. No more lies, no more death. Bring back King, bring back X. Please, dear God, let their souls rest. Protect who's left and watch their steps. Dear God, I don't want to have to ask you again. I just hope that you know that I'm still a believer, so I'll end this all by saying amen.
I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest. The last about 6 months of Dax, I've always been a fan of Dax, but over the last few months, I've kind of just, there hasn't been a song to me that's been like, okay, here we go. That was an amazing song. And like I said, it's got a lot of feels from like the Joyner Lucas song where he's talking to God, and then also the Hobson song. There's a lot of similarities there, kind of a similar concept of just asking a ton of questions. And I, as somebody who is, a Christian and stuff, I know that there are people that believe that you should never, like, what happens, it's God's will and His plan, and just need to trust that and go with that. And I do think that to an extent, but I do think it's very important that we do ask God those questions. And often I think we don't get answers in the way that we want answers. And sometimes the answer we get we don't like, and so we brush it off as, oh, that wasn't God. But there's just you can hear a lot of pain and a lot of stuff in his lyrics and his vocals, and just there's a lot to relate there, I think, for a lot of people, including myself. And I thought that was well done. I think that's one of the better songs that Dax has come out with in a while. And so to try to sum all that up, and to sum best I can, is that we're all going to have questions, and unfortunately, until the day we get called home, we're never going to know all the answers, because we're not meant to. We're not meant to know everything. We're meant to know some, and trust God with the rest, because that's ultimately what faith is. And then through that, wake up every day, try to love people. I think something that I've been trying to hold on to is that I think the New Testament, the Bible, is summed up pretty well in two really big points, and that's love God and love people. And if you can wake up every day and you do those two things, then you're doing the best you can, and God's going to reward that. Man, big song. I said in the beginning of the video, I kind of explained a little bit about where we've been. We haven't posted a video in about 2 months. This has been a very challenging 3 to 5 months in me and Austin's life. 2 different things. Austin's had some stuff go on in his life. I've had some stuff go on in my life. And neither can I really go into detail about. But speaking for myself and what I've gone through, it's been one of the more heartbreaking, probably the most heartbreaking thing over the past 5 months that I've had to go through. And I know that it's going to work out. I know that God's got it in control, and that everything's going to work out for the best. But we had to take some time, and we're going to continue to take some time to just figure that stuff out and keep working. We are going to start posting videos again, but we can't promise at what rate. But we do enjoy this, and we do appreciate, guys. We got a lot of comments asking, are we okay? Where have we been? And I appreciate those comments, and I always look at them, and if I don't respond, it's not like we're ignoring. We do see it, but it's just been very challenging, and it's taken a lot of energy away from the things that we want to be doing. We just started our own general contracting business, and so that's been taking a lot of our time. And so between all of that, just been so busy. But we love you guys, and we thank you guys for still being subscribed to our channel and sticking around, especially the people who stuck around from day one. It's pretty cool, and that we're over 5,000 subscribers, and something that I never thought would happen. So thank you guys so much. Please comment below, Let me know what you think of this video. Austin will be back sometime here soon. And as always, we'll see you guys next time.